sea of pyrotechnics. Out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Preston Brown. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Jackson from the shotgun. To the right side and complete to Hurst. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep is DJ Chark. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action, it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Mostert. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And Eifert has it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Slow.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Mostert. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Gone!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. It's gone incomplete. It's John Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Drops it underneath for Collins. And out of bounds right around the 20. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and goal, Collins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alex Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that, well, that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Slow.
To throw on 2nd down. Taylor going for the deep. He's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Taylor over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They snap it at 1. Now it's Taylor. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, here's Jackson again. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Z. 319.
To throw is Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. Z.
Taylor now operating from the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And it's taken in at the 9. Oh, good move. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Now Jackson on 2nd down. It's caught by Crabtree. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Check. No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Jackson looking to throw on second down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Over!
From the gun, Jackson. Crabtree has it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
"35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Slow. Back for two.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Slow. Z.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Slow.
Final play of the half. It's Taylor going deep downfield for Ross. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Collins, nifty move, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now the rookie from Alabama, it's Bo Scarborough. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
No, check, Patriot!
Here's a first down run with Collins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And open left side is Brown. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go again with Collins. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alec Alex Collins with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down, Taylor over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And Bullock will put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Carry for Allen. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards on the ground. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a third quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch it now, Barney.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was looking for Crabtree that time. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Slow.
interception. Here's Taylor. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
319. 319.
Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Taylor now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Ready. 319. 319.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now Collins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Gonna give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and 6.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now Jackson to throw again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Michael Johnson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready. Flag 32.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Taylor now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Ready. Flag 32. Z.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Slow. Ready. Flag 32.
Here's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Detroit!
He's going to get it running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Jackson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now Taylor to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Going deep downfield for Ross. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give to Collins. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is Scarborough. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That throw good for 4. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The throw by Taylor there, knocked away and incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Taylor operating from the gun. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Taylor on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Very nice.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. Bust. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run. This is Scarborough. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now Taylor. Sharks got it left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Taylor. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. so for Baltimore, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to make amends now.